VToe. We're not just a flip-flop sock, we're a style. We're the premier flip-flop sock on the market with 21 styles and colors for everybody. What's that? Oh, our CFO has spoken. He said we need to reach out to Shark Tank. We need to build our brand. We need to go big. Hello Shark Tank, my name is Alan Perry, coming to you from Greenville, South Carolina. What I do for a living is I work from home. I have a couple of companies and one of them is the one that we would like to discuss with you today. It's called VToe Socks. We are the premier flip-flop sock company on the market. What the flip-flop sock is, it's essentially a tabby sock that we have branded into an American product. So essentially, as you can see, what I'm wearing is I'm wearing my flip-flops with a gray pair of socks. And we have all kinds of colors and styles for everybody. Our product basically started from, my wife is Japanese, so we got married about 9 years ago, and we had somebody, one of her family members actually sent us a pair of socks, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are awesome. I mean, I'm from Vermont, so it's nothing that I had ever seen before except for in like Bruce Lee movies. So what I did is I put them on one day and I was like, huh. I actually wore them to work. I used to work as a condo sales rep. And when I got home from work, I kicked my shoes off and found that I could easily slip my flip-flops on and go out to the mailbox and get the mail. Or, you know, if I had to run somewhere really quick, I didn't have to worry about getting my shoes back on. That's where the brand kind of stemmed from. What I did from there is essentially, we went on Amazon, we have our own website, we picked up some retail locations, we actually have an agreement with a Flip-Flop Shops franchise. We're in about 30 of their stores right now. And we are growing the brand. We're building our name so that, like my oldest daughter, who you'll meet in a minute, whenever we see a pair of tabby socks or flip-flop socks anywhere, she goes, look Daddy, VToe. And that's our goal. We want people to be walking out in stores and they automatically see a pair of flip-flop socks and like, oh my gosh, okay, VToe, let's go check them out. We are asking the Sharks for $40,000, and that'll give them a 10% stake in our business. Essentially what we want to do is we want to brand ourselves. We're kind of right on the precipice of exploding. We've got plenty of inventory. We've got good relationships with some of the smaller stores, but what we're looking for is to get into the big box stores, and then we are actually kind of in discussions with some of the colleges. We're trying to get into the college stores. What we want to do is licensing deals.
Okay. In our ways we think it's good, but in our styles we think it's better. With our ways it is just so cool. When anything is cooler, we love VToe, oh yes we do, because that is who we are. We love it.
Okay, good job, girl. Good energy.
All right, good job, girl.
Okay, and I'm back in another ensemble. Now I'm wearing khakis, and this is where we came out with the khaki sock. Now, and as you can see, to me, this is, it just runs a thing up my spine because I'm so, I mean, you can ask my wife, I have not worn shoes in years. Years and years and years. I've been wearing VToe because I love it. I love the product. Essentially, this is how it works. You just slide it on. The big toe goes in its own little pocket. The other four are there. And there it is. You got yourself some VToe. And as you can tell, we have a bunch of styles. We do over the knee. I do not look good in this, so I will not be modeling this one today. We do have some photos of this, and it's on our website. Okay, so as you can see, I'm back, and now I'm in something completely different. So actually, as a condo salesman, when I was wearing my black slacks, I would literally wear my flip-flop socks with either these black tabby socks here. Oh, can you see those? Or the gray. And they work great as a style, because that's what we push it, is we say VToe. We're not just a flip-flop sock, we're a style. We've shot a lot of high-resolution photos. We've hired out Agnes down in Jacksonville, Florida, to basically take really good photos for us so that we can show the brand. And that's what we're looking at doing, is we're really branding ourselves hard. We want to get into licensing deals and expand in the market. How is our product different? If you go and you look at a flip-flop or a tabby sock, some of them are really thin, some of them are too thick, and they all have like 4 colors. That's not our vision. Our vision is to create a sock that everybody will wear. We actually have a rubber bottom sock, which you'll see my lovely wife wearing here shortly. She loves these. The rubber bottom is something that we came up with for hospitals. We came up with the name was VToe. It's a V right there. So kind of simple, kind of cool. We really like it. And that's what differentiates us from all the other companies, is that we're really not just throwing a couple of pairs of socks out there. We're attacking the market. We want people to see a tabby sock and think VToe. That's our bottom line. Aspiring entrepreneur, I've always been into something. As a kid, even growing up, I actually used to go to the candy store and buy candies, and then I would bring them back to the school and I would sell them. It's always something that I've wanted to do, and it's something I'm passionate about, is building businesses. And we just love this one. We love this for the Asian flair, which is, you'll see, part of our family, obviously. And for the fact that it's fun, it's inviting, it's not, you know, it's something that we really enjoy. And some people look at it and they're like, oh, that's kind of silly. Novelty socks, they sell like crazy November and December. But at the same time, we're turning it into a brand. And the last pair of socks that I'm wearing today is the Dragon style. So who's not afraid of a man in karate pants and an Olaf shirt, huh? Dragon style. This was one of our first colors. We actually came out with 5 colors in the beginning. Patents. We don't have any patents. We do have a trademark. VToe is a registered trademark. We've actually had to go after many people that are trying to sell a tabby sock and they're calling it VToe, which is our goal from obviously a consumer standpoint, but we don't want others, companies selling on Amazon, eBay, or anywhere else using our trademark. We started back in 2011, incorporated April 2012, and to date we've done almost 300,000 in sales. This past year alone, past 12 months I think was the question, we did 105,000. We're projected to do over 120, 130 this year. We're seeing a 10% increase every year with the addition of the stores that we're bringing on. We just brought on our first sock store, which is awesome. And of course, our flip-flop shops and other companies. Our goal is get into big box. We want to get into some big box stores and branding as like a college sock. So if we could do licensings to the colleges and put the college logos on there. We do have colors like we kind of brought on Georgia, or I'm sorry, Florida. We brought on Georgia because that's where we lived, was in Jacksonville. And then UNF, of course. And then even though we made these specifically for donating to the hospital, we started finding that yoga shops and stuff like that really are taking on to those. So we're starting to expand into that market as well. The biggest challenge was, it's a flip-flop sock. Everybody automatically thinks of the white sock up over the calf in a Birkenstock. That's not the case. How did we overcome that? Photography and the videos. We are showing that the flip-flop sock is cool. It's a style. It's in. The kids love it. The adults love it. We're getting some adults that have issues with their feet that love using our socks because it keeps that big toe separate so that they can wear their flip-flops.
What do your family and friends think about it?
Well, I can tell you right now that my lovely wife, come here. This was the hardest sell, and she's Asian. Can you believe it? I couldn't sell an Asian sock to her. Then, I don't know, at some point she put on a pair and she loves them. As you can tell, she's wearing the rubber bottom socks. That's her ninja kick. She loves them. So, and we've had a lot of people that just kind of like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's silly. Then we give them a pair and like, these are awesome. I'd say probably 90% of the people that I talk to are like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And of course they follow that up with, you gotta go on Shark Tank. So, and we believe in the product, we love the product, we love the brand, and we love what we're doing, which is the biggest thing. I mean, one of the questions was, you know, what is our biggest accomplishment? And for us, it's our family. You know, we're a family with 4 kids, very busy, a lot going on, but we understand that this is our company, this is our baby, and we want to build it, we want to brand it. I want it to be something that I can give to my CFO, the little Toshinator, years down the road, something that he can be part of. And that's where I believe a partnership with the Shark Tank would be phenomenal. We would be able to learn from you guys. We're very hardworking. We've already done a lot of legwork. We take your suggestions seriously to heart, and we would go from there. And I think that $40,000 would really help us out to get into licensing and branding and growing from there. Love it. VToe style, VToe style, VToe style. The CFO, it was all his idea to go on the show. Love you guys. See you.